Subscribe and hit the bell icon to never miss another update from India Forums.
What it is on the set, because on the set we had a lot of fun. Everything was very relaxed till the time we got the camera rolling, and then everybody would transform into what they are playing in the scenes. Not with a heavy heart. I went with a heavy hand. I broke my hand during the shoot, so I went with a heavy hand for sure, because now I've got a screw in my hand, so that's heavy.
Today we have another great actor tapping into OTT with Bestseller. A very warm welcome to you, Arjan. How are you doing?
Thank you so much for your warm welcome, Sanchita. I'm doing very well.
All right. First things first, if you can tell me how has your journey on the show been? The trailer looked absolutely amazing, and I am really looking forward to what's happening ahead. If you can tell me how was it for you to be on the other side and see everything pan out the way it has?
Well, to be honest, the script, when it came to me, I did not know how to react because I did not know the story. But honestly speaking, the moment I started reading it, I could not finish till I read all of the 450 pages of it, because it was so exciting and intriguing, even on the script level, that you wanted to know next scene, you wanted to read the next page. It was so amazingly written. And the series is even better shot now, and I'm very proud of it. And I'm really happy to be a part of this series Bestseller. And the technicians on board that came, and all the people who have worked as a cast, everybody has been amazing. And what you see on the trailer, in the trailer, is very thrilling, exciting, very intense. But it was exactly the opposite of what it is on the set, because on the set we had a lot of fun. Everything was very relaxed till the time we got the camera rolling, and then everybody would transform into what they are playing in the scenes.
Right. From whatever we get from the trailer so far, everyone that I've spoken to has also mentioned that there is bits and pieces of everything. There's emotions, there's intensity, there is a layer of everything that there could possibly be when it comes to a perfect thriller that there is. How was it for you to get into the skin of your character Tahir? And while you mentioned that it's been challenging, the team made it easy for you. But firsthand, how was it for you to keep up and get into knowing the character right?
I think for an actor, it's very important to imbibe the character that is written and justify it. And I tried my best. The rest, I left it up to my director to guide us through it, and the way he wanted to shoot, because you may have a different vision of it in your mind, but then when the director tells you something else, it becomes difficult, it becomes challenging, at the same time exciting, to actually portray the way they are thinking of it. And over here, we had a producer, Siddharth Malhotra, who himself is a director and producer. We had Mukul Abhyankar, our director of the series, who's brilliant with his work. So both of them collectively, we did a lot of readings before we got into shooting. And everything that was done during the readings, all the doubts, everything that we had in our mind, how to play it, how to do, how to look and transform yourself in visual terms, it was decided there and then. And when we get into the shoot, or we got into the shoot rather, in this series, it was just like being on autopilot, because we've already rehearsed, read, and gotten into that space of how to play each scene. So it was as much as challenging or difficult, but it was equally exciting and smooth ride while we shot it.
Right. Also, talking about the cast that the show has, it's quite an ensemble cast that we have here. Some of the finest actors. I can't emphasize enough on that, of course. How was the experience on that front? Of course, like you said, that shooting was absolutely fun. But when it comes to, the performances, and when it comes to having an off-screen bond which eventually reflects on screen, how was that for you with everyone, with your co-stars and, Gohar, who's paired opposite you as well, among others?
It is, the bond is good, and the bond has to be good, because then it will show on screen accordingly. So with every person that I worked with in this series, whether it's Nitunda sir and Gohar, Shruti, Sonali Kulkarni, Satyajit Dubey, and many others, you have to break the ice. It's a very different kind of atmosphere on the set when you shoot something, because over there you're not playing your characters, you're just being yourself as human beings and friends and bonding over things. That bonding does help you to portray the emotions right, because there's no awkwardness anymore between people, you know. And over here also, whether it was Mithun sir guiding us through so many things and appreciating if we did something right, which gave us so much of encouragement and enthusiasm, or Shruti's brilliance as an actor and as a multifaceted person, or being a singer, songwriter, producer, multi-award-winning actress. Gohar, in her own way, is so accomplished as an actor, and she's so beautiful, you know. So there is a certain bonding that you form on the sets, and that ease with each other helps you portray it, because nobody's feeling awkward towards each other. And over here, we had the same thing. The atmosphere on the set made us feel comfortable enough to portray the emotions, what you see in the trailer.
Right. Also, at this point of time, where we know how far OTT platforms and content on OTT has come, is there any second thought that goes into, choosing scripts or choosing projects when they are coming on the big screen versus if it's an OTT platform? Does it at all matter at this point of time with all the content?
Not at all. Not at all, because for an actor, the filmmaking process is the same. And good stories, whether they come as a part of a web series or whether they come as a film, good stories are always good stories. The only way you can differentiate between OTT, shows or let's say a film is duration and the length of the series, the project. Because in obviously a film, you have a 2 hour time limit or 2 hour 20 minutes time limit to say a story. And over here we have a much more time limit, so about 4.5, 5 hours. Because the episodes can be divided into 10 or 8 episodes. But for an actor, it's the same filmmaking process, and you enjoy it the same way. You have to work as much, and there is no difference at all. And the good part about OTT is that your audiences become very, very far and wide all over the world, because the series gets released simultaneously in multiple, hundreds of countries. So for you to show your talent and showcase your work is obviously has gone through the roof now, because people in different countries can watch you, whether they understand the language or not. Sometimes it's dubbed, sometimes most of the time it has subtitles. So really good times.
Right. Also, again, getting back to how the show does have a bunch of emotions and all sorts of layering that there could be, there's also a lot of intensity involved because it is a psychological thriller at that. Was that at any point of time for you during the shoot that the character or the filmmaking process that got overwhelming because of the intensity, or you went back home with probably a heavy heart because of whatever you shot at work on that particular
It does become overwhelming sometimes, because after all, we are all human beings, and even though you are portraying a character, even though you're enacting a scene, but your energy, your physical, energies, or mental or emotional energies, they are all involved in when you are doing it. So it does take a toll on you, because even if it's a machine, it gets heated up after some time, and you have to cool it down. So, but we are human beings, so it takes a little more on us. So in that respect, I would definitely go through certain things, but not with a heavy heart. I went with a heavy hand. I broke my hand during the shoots. Went with a heavy hand for sure, because now I've got a screw in my hand, so that's heavy.
All right. Moving on, I also want to know, given the fact that there are so many thrillers out there, but also an audience for it, we cannot deny that, of course, and that's why there are so many being made at this point of time. Does that in any way, put up a kind of certain pressure on you as a team, as an actor, as the entire project, to live up to everything that we have seen at this point of time, and the kind of hopes that are riding on any thriller that comes on OTT at this point?
Whether it's a thriller or a love story or a comedy or a horror, there are only 4-5 genres that films are made on. Stories are weaved around. So obviously the pressure is there, because you want whatever you've done, be it any genre of film or web series, you want audience to like it. But ultimately, I do believe that if a story is told in the right way, it has its heart in the right place, it has its emotions in the right place, it moves the people who are watching it in the right way. It connects them in the right way. Then your job is done, and we are hoping the same will be done with the bestseller as well.
Right. Second last question. As an actor, how do you weed out your projects? Or what goes into you telling a yes or a no, or a maybe to any script that comes along your way? And what is your process of saying yes to anything that comes your way?
I think process for any actor is the same, because it is not just one aspect of filmmaking that makes you say yes to anything. First of all, obviously, the story has to be right before anything else. And what you headlining the series or a show or a film, it depends upon that. At the same time, people involved in the making of it is very, very important, because sometimes you can make a good story, and if it doesn't reach the right audience or the right projection, it makes a difference to it. If the story is good, if the production is good, and it is not shot well, it makes a difference. So I guess all the aspects of filmmaking, whether it's production, direction, camera work, or even editing for that matter, everything is counted, and you take a call considering everything. It's not just one aspect that you can think of. Okay, fine, this is right in this film or a project, so let's go ahead. It's a collective thing always, and I do believe in that. One should look at all the aspects and then go ahead. And fortunately, I've been a part of some really, really amazing films, series, and they had really celebrated names all across. So I'm lucky to have worked in those projects.
All right. Last question to everybody watching you here and to everybody who would be watching you on the show. What do you have to tell to all the fans out there?
Well, all you can say is you can request your fans the kind of love and affection and appreciation for your work they have given earlier. I hope I'm able to make them happy this time as well with Bestseller, and they shower their appreciation, words of kindness on me this time around as well. And I keep entertaining them and doing my job diligently, which they can see through my work.
All right. Thank you so much for talking to me. Really looking forward to the show, and all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, check out our revamped website at www.indiaforums.com to get your daily dose of entertainment.